So just how good can a striker fire pistol be? Today we answer that on the Weapon Collective with the Zermatt Arms Waltz 9. Thing's no joke, dude. All right, guys, I am extremely excited about today's episode. I have a special guest. This is Trey from Reactive Gunworks. So thanks for coming out.
Thank you.
And he came bearing gifts. So with him, he brought the new Zematt Arms Waltz 9. So I first got eyes on this gun at SHOT Show, and this thing was, in my opinion, the most interesting gun of the entire show because it's basically half 2011, half striker fired pistol. And for me to be excited about a striker fired pistol, you know there's something special going on. So let's turn time over to Trey, introduce himself, kind of talk about Reactive Gunworks for a sec, and then take a lead on this Waltz 9 now.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah,
we're here at Reactive Gunworks. We're really excited to be working with Zermatt Arms for this. David Petta, he originally started out as a kind of a tinkerer, eventually became a really competent builder and was putting together kind of Glock double stack 1911 builds with DC Precision. And that DC9 kind of became the predecessor for what we see in the Waltz 9 with Zermatt Arms. So we're really excited to get some rounds down the range with this thing, get some first look and some honest reactions and see how it shoots.
Dude, I think the most impressive, because like I said, and I'm not being hyperbolic. Like, for me to be excited about a striker fired pistol, there has to be something pretty special. And this is not a striker fire with a nice trigger. I mean, it's an entirely different trigger. It's a linear trigger, functions like a 2011. The weight of this pistol, the controls, the comp, everything in this gun is basically something new. I mean, this is an entirely new gun that I'm gonna say is an absolute game changer. So let's go put some rounds through this thing and get a feel for it, run some drills, and we'll talk more about it on the range. Through that window. No way that's a striker fire gun. Holy hell. Like that. Let's see. Ooh, can't do that on most guns. Left-handy. With the glove. Oh. Jeez, dude. Okay. This is, without a doubt, the game changer in the striker fire world. Things just got elevated. Okay, we're gonna run some draw to first. And we're, I don't know, 25 yards. And I'm just noticing here, compared to a 2011, which there'll probably be a lot of comparisons made from a 2011 to the Waltz 9 today. And one thing I'm noticing is I really do like how far back the SRO sits from the ejection port. A lot of my 2011s, that SRO is hanging right out over the ejection port, but I will watch and see if it makes much of a difference, because they all get splattered, it doesn't matter. But as far as malfunctions go, I think that will be nice to have it set back that far. 112, 113, left, 8-9, okay, that's the time I need. 105, left again, 109, 111, 103, 114, low, 185, I hit the back one. Gonna run some bill drills. Feel like it was shooting a tad high, or I was shooting a tad high. Couple high, so I'm gonna guess we should go up in spring weight. That was a 183 though. One high, 173, gun's fast. One left, so that was just me and my left eye dominant mechanics. That was a 169 though. Oh, that was everywhere. Just one right, actually. 157. High. Gonna run this speed trap. It's one of those Infinity Tactics targets. Big circle in the middle, 4 circles on the outside of it. Two in the big, 1 in the small. 2 in the big, 1 in the small, and so forth and so on. 5 meters. Line break, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, that's a line break-ish. Like maybe, 416, let's run it again. It's close. Ready, last one. This is my last speed trap target. I gotta print some more. So just get hits, see where we're at. All right, that's a pass at a 489, so, oh no, I threw one! High! I never missed a big one. So it's going high still, or I'm letting it get a little high, but maybe, okay, there's one in each, so let's do that one more time. Okay, those were there, they count, but they're not, oh no, he's low. So that was a 5.55. Trigger did something weird, or I did. All right, let's shoot it some more. Whew. Ah.
Oh, shoot. Good old pockets.
All right, we're gonna do some reloads with this gun, which is gonna be interesting because with my high grip on 2011s, I always am riding the slide stop, gun won't lock back, and I have to come over the top. I'm still riding really high on this, so I'm not sure if it's gonna lock back or not, but the cool thing about this gun is it has this really long, reachable slide release with your thumb. So if I can get my brain to actually activate that with the thumb, if it does lock back, we could be for a potentially very fast reload, but we'll see if I can even get my brain to do it. I'm so used to coming over the top. Doesn't want to drop. 160. 161. I don't think the Glock mags fall out as easily. Oh, tried to go quick there. So it's not locking back. Maybe it's just, it doesn't lock back on these magazines. Could be this spring in this mag. Yeah, it's the spring. So when I put these base plates on, some of them come with a more powerful spring, some don't. This one obviously didn't, so I don't think it has enough spring tension to lock the gun back. But hey, that's fine for me. I'm not used to that. But I can't hit that mag release with the full grip very well. 157, 136. Ooh, 136 again. 138. Sloppy. 136. Ooh, cleared the stove too. I didn't even notice. 165. 145. Not my fastest, not my slowest. It's unfortunate that I have these magazines that don't lock back, and that has nothing to do with the gun. It's the spring in these mags, which, while we're on this point, this gun runs Glock mags, which I know why they do it. I think it's great for the wider variety of people, but for me personally, just for me, I wish it ran 2011 mags. That's my favorite. Makes it very convenient. But when I get this gun, I should say, I'll probably run mech guards in this. I like the metal, slide out of the gun a little easier. But other than that, if it would lock back, I think it would be interesting, because that is such a great system that you can just, like, it's very reachable. You can't do that on a 2011, or I can't. I don't have big enough hands, so I always have to come over the top. But that is reloads with the Waltz 9. All right, guys, we've been shooting this Waltz 9. Let's talk about some of the specifications of this pistol, because they are unique to this gun. So first off, the basics. Let's get that out of the way. It is a 4.5-inch barrel, but with the compensator, I'm gonna call it 5 and a smidge. It's just barely over 5. And then the trigger on this gun. So when I say striker fired pistol, a lot of connotations of what you've shot in the past come to mind. Clear all that crap out of your mind, because this is something else entirely. The trigger in this gun is so phenomenal, not even for a striker fired pistol, just for any platform. This rivals some of the 2011 triggers I have. It is a fantastic trigger. Any way you like it, no matter what gun it's in, I would be very happy with this trigger. It is actually a linear trigger pull. It's got a trigger bow, so very similar to a 2011 trigger in functionality. It has a little trigger pack that you can adjust to adjust break weight and stuff like that. And then the mechanism inside is a roller locking block, which is very smooth. It gives a very unique feel to it. And then what I really like is that over time you get thousands of rounds on this gun, and that starts to wear down. You can just replace the roller, tighten that barrel back up, and they have different size rollers, so you have options on how you want the fit to actually fit. I think it is a brilliant design. And then I'm gonna let Trey talk about some of the other options on this gun.
Yeah. So today we are putting rounds through the comp version of the Waltz 9. Obviously designed for high performance. There will also be a sight block version. It's gonna be limited optics legal, which is really exciting for some of our interested competitive shooters. But yeah, other than that, lots of cool options to choose from as we get closer to availability. So obviously comp versus sight block, we're gonna have options for mag releases, grip panels, mag wells, optic plates. It's a proprietary system. We're gonna be RMR, SRO, Acro, Delta Point Pro, the standard suspects. Other than that, yeah, we are looking at a Q3 release. We'll have more details as we get a little bit closer, but expect to hear some information on pre-orders getting into Q2. Reactive Gunworks is a dealer of Zermatt, specifically with the Waltz 9 as a high-end handgun focused luxury firearms company. But we will, if you're looking to get one of the first Waltz 9s, we'll be some of the people to ask. So we'll have more details out there as we get into the next coming months. But other than that, guys, we were really impressed with the trigger today. A lot of rounds downrange. And
yes, functionality, it's functioned flawlessly. We've played with different springs, and the gun just runs. It's very smooth, very pleasant to shoot, super flat, fast. Trigger's fantastic, like I've said. I'm just super impressed with this gun. I'm gonna zip it and get out and shoot it some more. As you'll notice, there's no Mazda here, so I'm not at 100. We got a whole bunch of stuff going on back there, so we can't go to 100. We're probably 55, 60 yards here. Don't really know. Line. Well, shoots nice, that's for sure. We don't have our normal 100, so we have to modify it. Like, look at this. You see that? So it does have the little safety in the trigger, but then, I mean, it is just, I mean, it's a ridiculous striker fired pistol, or trigger. Nuts. Never felt anything quite like it. I've always said, like I just said this very recently about the Ram trigger in my EDC. Oh, the best striker fired trigger ever. It's now the second. This is by far the best striker fired trigger I've ever shot. All right, as I like to do, let's see how this thing does on the Modern Samurai Project Black Belt standard. So at the three to the body, 2 to the head, 2 seconds. And I will say, I mentioned the SRO sitting farther back at the beginning of the video. It definitely stays cleaner. You know, it still gets dirty, they all do, but this is definitely not getting as much blowback than some of my other guns. So that's a bonus. Ooh, line break, 179. 81. Okay, field drill. Can't think what I was doing. Woo, baby! Not with the holster penalty, but a 199. That's close. Okay, 25 yards for a pass without the holster penalty, but we're not worried about that today. Okay, 25 yards, 1 shot A zone, 2.5. Think I got it. 134. So let's see. Looks good. Need 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So had a couple close calls with this line break on the 3 and 2. Bill drill was 1/100th of a second within. And like I said, we're not worried about holster penalties today. I'm gonna, for the very first day of shooting the Zermatt Waltz 9, getting out, being able to pass a black belt standard, I think that is top-notch gun by any measure, and I am so damn impressed with this pistol. So, Waltz 9 from Zematt Arms. All right, guys, that is the very first rounds through the Zematt Arms Waltz 9. So stoked to have an opportunity to shoot this pistol today. I saw it at SHOT Show, as I mentioned, back in January, and was impressed with the gun at the time, but that was just handling it, dry firing it, seeing how it functioned. So today, to get it out and actually send rounds was an absolute treat. So I want to thank Trey from Reactive for bringing it out. Thank you to David from Zermatt for sending it out. And really, as I shoot so many 2011s, this is an interesting gun that fills a very unique role, because it's kind of a hybrid, part 2011, part striker fired pistol, has some commonality between both platforms. As far as function goes, I'm going to say this is very similar in a lot of ways to my comped 2011, 5-inch pistols. Trigger is right there with the 2011s. The grip angle's a little bit different. That's going to maybe need a little just getting used to. I'm so used to that 2011 grip angle, but functionality, I think this thing is just right there. The weight of the gun, I really enjoy that. The way it feels in the hand, the ergonomics, the trigger brake, everything. The speed of this gun is very 2011-esque. Like, it pains me to even call it a striker fired pistol, because it is such a great gun. And I just have these connotations of striker fire being significantly less than 2011s. I admit I'm biased, but this thing breaks the mold, no doubt about it. And I think this could hang with just about any 2011 out there with some reps. So had an absolute blast, and just thanks, Trey, for bringing it out. And how you can wrap it up with your day.
Thank you, Jeff. Yeah. Had a great time putting some rounds down range, getting hands on this. We've been friends with David for years now, and we've been really excited to finally get to this point with Waltz 9 in people's hands. And like we talked earlier, coming Q3 is the plan right now. More details to come going into Q2. Right now you can head to reactivegunworks.com, sign up for an email notification on our Waltz 9 product page. That's the best way to let us know you're interested, and we'll be able to get you relevant details as we come. But yeah, this thing, just a flat, soft shooter. Yes. Really impressed, and can't wait to see what...
oh man, what this turns into too. Yeah. All the options that are gonna come out. This thing's gonna do very well, I'm sure of it. So, unfortunately, I have to send this home with Trey today, but you will see the Waltz 9 on the channel in the future, because there's no way I'm not adding a Waltz 9 to the collection. Aptly named, because this gun can certainly dance. It is a badass gun. I can't wait to get my own version of this. So please comment, like, share, and most importantly, subscribe. I'm Jeff for the Weapon Collective, and I'll catch you next time. .2011s. Whoa. It is very, that threw me, dude. Let's do it one more time.